Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, do you know what time it is? It's showtime. Hi guys, I'm back. Away for an hour and a half. Did you miss me? Next time, take better aim. There we go, button worked, and we are back here for day 8, 9, something like that. With more blueprints. I've been going to the left. Let's try going to the right first. No. Let's try going right down the middle first today. Parlor. Definitely don't want that. A corridor. A corridor is always left unlocked. Sure, let's go with that. Guess. Oh boy, it's not a great setup. We have nothing. That's a dead end. It's not quite a dead end, but has a gem requirement. We have no gems. We're going with the storeroom. It's a dead end, but at least we get some stuff, which may allow us to actually do some things. Because you can't do things without stuff. A lot of people don't know that. Hallway. The hallway is exactly the way we would like it. 2 open doors. We're going through the hallway. 2 dead ends. So we're going to go with the spare room because it's not a dead end. It does need some work. The painting is I don't think that's a great color. And really, plastering would probably be a good idea. Good evening to those of you who've joined me. Damn. Well, that will have 1 exit. The chapel would have 1 exit. The bedroom would have 0 exits. Well, I only have 1 gold. So if we put the chapel in, it won't cost us anything. Second gem is probably better. Yeah, go for the second gem. Alright, 2 gems. 1 fake door and 1 hopefully real door. I have not unlocked the Gyat Grabber yet. If that's a thing. Guest bedroom, dead end. Nook is not a dead end. The drawing room is very much not a dead end. It would cost me a gem, but is worth it. Let's go ahead and head down this way. Oh, quick look around, make sure I'm not missing any items. All are dead ends. My package has been delivered. We'll get my package. I don't remember what I mailed to myself. Oh, that's right. Amateur lockpick kit. We've not seen that. A sleeping mask and 2 keys. So, bedrooms are now worth 5. Second key and the lockpick kit. We'll occasionally be able to unlock some normal doors. That sounds good. I like the sound of that. Anything else just laying around here? Maybe? No? Maybe? Maybe yes? Maybe no? Looks like I know. All right. The chapel again. this case, the chapel is a good layout. The security is also a good layout. 1 gem. Chapel, I think. Because we're going to lose a gold or a gem. And we can go back through the chapel if we have no gold. So we'll lose a gold. But coming back through won't cost us anything. I don't know if I'd noticed the music before. Bathroom, bedroom, billiard room. Should actually get 5 steps if I enter the bedroom. Billiard room has a puzzle which I think gives 2 keys. I have some keys. More keys is good. This has the dartboard puzzle, which I'm pretty good at. Alright, 17 is the first clicky. Click on 17. Start here. 15 minus 13 is 2. Times 3 is 6. 20 minus 10 is 10, divided by, multiplied times 2 is back to 20, divided by 4 is 5. I do not feel constipated, as far as I'm aware. I think I would know, so I'm going to have to say, yeah, I don't think so. 12 minus 11 is 1, times 2 is 2, times 4 is 8, times 1 is 8, divided by 4 is 2. 2 keys. We'll check, as is our habit around here. There is nothing behind the bar. I just feel I have to check. The foundation. It doesn't reset, but the location, I think, did. Door is locked. I'm going to try to use the lockpick. Okay. It worked. Let's see. Pantry be okay. Bar be okay. Commissary. Now, one of the other 2. Parlor. 2 more keys, I think. 4 gold. Keys. Alright. The wind-up key for the parlor game. Nothing else in the room. So one of these boxes is telling the truth. One of these boxes is lying. This box and the white box are both empty. Hello there. This box and the blue box are both empty. Both of these cannot be true. Because, at least, well, they could. The other 2 statements have identical wording. This box and the blue, they're not having identical wording. That one is false. Because this one says white box and this one says blue box. So the wording is not identical, so this one is false, which means one of these must be true. And if one of them is true, the other is true. So these are both empty, and this has keys. Last time I checked? Yes. I am single. If I was multiple, that would mean there were multiple me's, and that would be terrifying. Passageway required 2 gems. Nursery. Whenever you draft a bedroom, gain 5. Or closet. Passageway seems pretty good. Gonna cost 2 of my gems, but it's got 4 doors. Now this is where I'm wondering about some of the stuff going on. These appear to be pipes for, I don't know, electrical, or the steam from the boiler room. So it's not clear exactly how deep the proverbial rabbit hole goes. Are these just for show, or are they actually part of the game mechanics? The door is locked. I have a lot of keys. use the lockpick kit if I can. Don't seem to be able to pick this door's lock. Okay, I'll use a key. Nook. The Nook has a door. The other two do not. We're going to use the Nook. "60 and you just got divorced. Ex-husband, ex-husband." Well, I hope it's a happy happenstance. I have seen both. I have seen people celebrate their divorce and people mourn their divorce. Got another door. It's locked. Lockpick can't open this one. Back down to 4 locks. Pantry. Ooh, the boiler room. I have a gem for the boiler room. That is a follow from Sharp, either Mr. Actos or Maractos. I have a spiel for that. I am not interested in a date, thank you. I am in the San Francisco Bay Area. I am in Silicon Valley. I have a speech. Welcome to my humble little stream of misfunction, malfunction, dysfunction, and frequently complete and total unfunction. You're most welcome indeed, and thank you very, very much for the follow. Thank you. The boiler room. However, the boiler room... Yeah. The power source. Thank you. Thank you for piping in, listening, following, all that good stuff. I appreciate it. Now, previously we had fixed this so it was working, and it is still working. I am in naughty jail. I am in naughty jail. When am I not in naughty jail, EBM? Thank you, Mr. Sear, for sharing that with me. Have a nice excretion. So we can activate this and change the focus, but it will be steam power or electrical power going out one way or another. Well, let's go ahead and send the power out to the left. See if that does anything. We're a little bit low on footsies. I don't see any power stuff along the top. But I'm going to go ahead and blow at footsies anyway. That's the sound of a vehicle backing up. I don't know, it's some commercial vehicle, I think. And the backup is this rather annoying hum instead of the beep, beep, beep. So, let's see. I think we want to use this door over here. It's not powered up at present. Means I'm going to have to futz around with power dials to get it so that door has power. I'm going to turn it to where it was. Putting it out to the right side may be enough to make it. Yeah, that should work. Right? Huh. I didn't see it. Okay, we are going to have to move one of the power supplies. Get that door open. Mr. Scar, you're just getting a little bit odd right now. You could do that less. Appreciate it. this is connected up to this pipe. That is this pipe, I think. So this pipe is there. That retracts that. The elevator is up. This one? Yes, okay. So we're back where we were. I'm gonna investigate the other doors. You are, please just stop. Thank you. Dark room. That would work. Archives. Work better. We're going into the archives. There are two people in chat right now who are acting strange. I really wish they would both stop. Thank you. Alright, we have card key access for the north door. I have no idea, EBM. It's locked. Try to use a lockpick. Lose half of my remaining steps. No, thank you. Well, we will get 2 back, I think. Guys, cut it out. Last warning. Seriously, just stop. Bedroom, commissary, those both link up. Don't have the gem. Couple of footsteps. We found the foundation again. We don't know how to do is get into the cage or even get that to be lowered down. There's a switch. That's something there? No. Okay. The garage has a lot of keys. It's a dead end. The closet's a dead end. This is a hallway, I think. Yeah. Locked? No, not locked. Security. I am good with security. I don't have a gem, sadly. It's the gym, where I lose 2 footsteps every time I come in. Oh, can I pick up a ball? Doesn't look like it. Hoople. Hoople Sports is what the ball says. Well, back this way. Give me a second, people. I do this to have fun. If someone is reducing the amount of fun I'm having, I don't need them here. And I assume the lockpick can only be used on locked doors in the first couple of rows. Courtyard, nursery. Courtyard, nursery. Possible that one will give us a left turn. We'll give it a try. No. Gymnasium off. The dark room on. Garage on. Keycard entry system. There's a keycard back there. So if we have that off, I want to find out right now. I think it was in the archives. What am I doing on footsteps? Well, a little bit low, but it's two more. But I want to see if when we... That's right. When we kill the power to the card key, does that keep them locked or does that unlock? Because you can do it either way. You can have a card lock default to locked or default to unlocked. Yeah, it defaults to locked. All right. Now I know. Did I never... That one's still locked, right? Crap. All right, I burned a bunch of my footsies, but I had to find out. It's locked. Lockbit doesn't work. Study. Laboratory. That was not helpful. And another key. Okay. Let's see. Courtyard, I think. Yes, the courtyard. We have the shovel. No piles of dirt in this room that I can go through for loot. It's locked. This will be the first time I think I've reached the top tier of the building. Walk-in closet. Has 4 items, requires a gem. I don't have any gems, don't have any gems. Guess we're using this one. There we go. 5 footies and 5 more footies. Yay! Gerald the Gerbil. And myself. Don't know if he's actually a gerbil. I'm not up on my gerbil technology. A couple of gems. That's handy. It's locked. Ooh, the lockpick kit worked. Keys for sale. Commissary is a dead end. Try this one. Not a dead end. It's the boudoir, don't you know? Lady. Lady. Nothing else in here. Can we open this? It's locked. We have one key. This is our... Oh, choose our lockpick. Nope. Last key. The dark room. Theoretically, it connects up to the antechamber. The observatory also hooks up with the antechamber and costs a gem. Turn the power off or on in the dark room. I can't remember. I'm going to go with the observatory. Gem. We're not up to 5 stars. I don't remember what we're going to get for 5 stars. Southern Cross rooms with 4 doors are more common today. That seems pretty good. We're a bit late in the day. Southern Cross rooms with 4 doors are more common today. Right. Well, theoretically, the antechamber will be open to us. Not sure I believe that. Also, I just want to check, make sure like there's no large batches of loose change hanging around. There's no door. It's supposed to be a door there. I feel cheated. Where can we go to next? I think that's it. Here. Yeah, West Wing Hall. We're getting... It's the first time we've ever reached Tier 9 or Rank 9, whatever they call it. Guest bedroom. Give me a bunch more steps. The workshop. Combine. I don't think I have. Sleeping mask, shovel, and lockpick. We need the steps. So the guest bedroom will give us 10 more footsies and another gem. Happens to be laying around. I'm not going to say no. Looks like if we want to continue trying to get to the antechamber, we either need to turn the power back on and find a key card, or we need to get to the northern door in the boiler room. I think that's our best bet. Oh, we've got the shovel. I forgot. We got coins. Do we have more dirt in here? We do. We have another pile of dirt. We got a rock, not worth picking up. And yet, we picked it up or not? No, we didn't pick it up. Why didn't we pick it up? Just because someone says it's worthless, that doesn't mean it's actually worthless. Although it's probably a key. Very good. That's very helpful. Definitely needed more keys. Bedroom. kitchen, to the archives, to the boiler room. All right. So we need to get the power to that door, and we also need power here so that we can cross. Or the elevator work. Either one of those two will function fine. So this is the power for the door. Because now the door should have power, and it does. It's open. Oh, that's already open, right? We didn't need the the door is now unlocked. Open, actually, I think. Can't make out with the perspective. I don't really know what this is doing. Maybe something downstairs because of the... Ah, this keeps us from opening this because we can't reach it because it's coming. So what we do is we rotate that. This is currently going, and it's going there. What is this game about? It's sort of a someone had a good description for it. I can't find it right now. Bear with me. Puzzle deck builder roguelike thingy. So this is a house. I'm in day 8. Every day the rooms reorder themselves. I'm trying to get to the 46th room, which I believe you get to through the antechamber, but I don't know that for a fact. Some of the rooms have puzzles in them. Some of them have benefits to give you items you can use, and so on and so forth. It has a narrative thread. The narrative thread has not gotten particularly deep yet. It's an interesting, unique little game. It is kind of hard to describe, though. Right now, I am attempting to get through that door right there. All right, that would not do it. We need that one open. So we need it to be passing straight on through, but it could also be doing something else. I think this is. So now the door should be open. It is. And this should be functioning. But I should be able to get across to the other door. No. Don't think you've seen something like this before. I think I've seen little bits and pieces of. Okay, this is probably it. We've got to pass through now. No, the pass-through's not working. Stopcock. It's the power up above. This is one of the more challenging puzzles the game has to offer. Well, that's there. I don't know what that does. I don't know what that one does. That one's the... Oh, okay, this should be them. That's the door. And going up there. The door open. The door is not open. It's a very clever, interesting game so far. There are a couple of these pipes I'm not sure what they're doing. Stop knock. Right, that gives us the elevator back. And the door is not open. Bleep. I think bleep covers it pretty well. Third one here, the only options this has. Oh, the door. There we go. It's locked. I have exactly one key. All right. Commissary. The rumpus room. Each require a gem. Commissary hooks up on the far side of the card key door, so I would actually like to see what's in there. So we're going to go into the commissary. Takes one gem. Three will buy me a gem. 5 will buy me the salt shaker. 8 will buy me the sledgehammer. The gem, I think. 2 gems? 2 gems. Don't be locked. Pardon my French. What do we have? Let's see. We have the archives, where we need a card to open the door. Only other doors we've got open are all the way down there. And the rest of the doors are unavailable to us. So if we get a card key, we can go through here. If we get a key, we can go through there. But other than that, the only things we've got open are the hallway door and the entrance hall. I'm just going to take a swim. Fair chunk of our current footsies, footprints in the upper left. That's how many rooms we can enter. We lose one or more every time we enter a room. Sure that every step that taking the right, correct turn. That's going to cost one of our remaining gold. Oh, no. We also do have a door here. I'd forgotten about this one. It's locked. Remember when we had keys? I remember that. It's nice. The drawing room. Into the den. Into the spare room. Into the hallway. This we know is a dead end. Lavatory, check one item and retrieve it on another day. Bing. I will check. The sleeping mask, the lockpick kit, or the shovel. Huh. I think the shovel. So that'll be there the next time I find this room. Normally, everything you've got gets wiped between runs. So, we're back where we started, and with our only remaining open door, unlocked door, I should say. Security, the dining room. We have reached the rank of 9, actually, not even rank 8, so dinner will be served. We'll take our dinner. And that'll give us 20 health or 30 health. It's country stew pie, boiled chuck steak, layered and then baked to perfection, topped with a mashed potato Parmesan cheese crust. I have the boiler room, so I get an extra 10. I get 30 footsies. Very nice. Just checking to see if there's, anything else. Library or lavatory? Well, library has an exit door, so we'll go with that. I don't think we've seen the library before. Cool. Looks like a flan. Additional reading. The house directory is a great resource for information. If you wish to read more about a specific room in your house, press R to pull up the directory. And I've looked at this a little. So there are a number of rooms we haven't seen yet. 5, 11, 16, 18, and of course, room 46. We're missing 3 bedrooms, 1 hallway, 2 green rooms. Looks like 4 shops, 2 red rooms. We have Mount Holly Library book request form in library use only. Books and periodicals requested with this form will be pulled and available the next time you draft the library. Please select one. Sightseer's Guide to Reddington, Swimbird, Marion Marigold, The Fixed Stars, History of Orindia, EPC Pump System User Manual, Drafting Strategy Architectural Digest. Let's go with the drafting strategy. I'm Simon P. Jones, by the way. Next time I come find the library and come into it, that will be waiting for me. All right, can we go up? We can go up the spiral staircase. Records. Mount Holly Records. Total time. Oh, okay. This is my stats. I've played 6 hours and 29 minutes, 8 days. My longest day has been 2 hours and 15 minutes. Probably not the one we're working on now. Average day is 35 minutes. I've taken 418 steps. I've turned 34 T's. Keys used 40 gems, spent 59 gold, and have 5 stars. Total rooms drafted 185, 23 bed, okay. Billiard rooms, dartboard solved, parlors drafted, parlors solved. Those are my records. Now there is a room with a secret door that you activate by pulling on a book. I'm just checking. It would be foolish to not check around. Got another volume over there. Mount Holly scrapbook. My first claim ticket. First item checked is... Okay, this is more information about me. My first item checked was a metal detector. I have checked the metal detector and a broken lever so far. Somebody cut down the tree. The tree had a heart carved into it. The sort of heart you would see like, X hearts Y. Readings from Reddington. That's my uncle. The Baron of Mount Holly names nephew provisional heir. That's me, the provisional heir. My favorite floor plan lands are dens. Can't seem to pass these up. Most drafted, den, corridor, and pantry. Most paid for, passageways, 6 gems. Okay, entrance hall. Most time spent in the entrance hall. Then the boiler room and the billiard. Contraptions I've made no contraptions yet. Commissary receipt. Gem pack, 10 gold, paid in full. Have a great day. My largest purchase. Okay, so this was, we don't know. Maybe one day. Office. Most avoided floor plan's office. I've avoided it once. Come on, man. Give me a break. Mount Holly. That is the observatory. Got a couple more paper clips. And oops, back down we go. Whee! I think I'm going to throw up. All right, well, we have a door. Through that, the laundry room allows us to launder currency. I think that allows you to send money through to future days. I'm not sure. The ballroom, whenever you enter the ballroom, set your gems to 2, and it requires 2. So, in fact, it'll cost me 2 to get 1, and then theoretically, give me 1 back up to 2. So I think we're going to go with the ballroom. We're going with the ballroom. I step in, and it's set to 2. Very pretty. Picture Clara and Simon. So Clara was Simon's missus, the lady of the house. Music has changed. We now have a little faint piano music. Nothing else in here. Coming through. Conference room. Whenever items would be spread throughout the house, they are placed in this room instead. That's a good room. It does have a door. 2 doors. So, yeah, we want the conference room for sure. Certain things can cause items to be spread, and I guess they'll all come in here. That happens. Safe code 9083. This is on a red memo. We've been told that red memos are lies. But I'm going to write it down anyway, because that might have been a lie. Spreading items. Some special rooms allow you to spread items throughout your house. When items are spread, they're immediately placed in several of the rooms currently on your estate. However, if you have a conference room, spread items are gathered in that room instead. We'll try the north door first as... No, we'll try the east door first. Weight room. I will lose half of my footsteps. The Great Hall has 7 locked doors. You'll note how many keys I have. That number is approximately 0. Oh, crap. I can't use this one because it requires 3 gems. If I use this one, basically it's a dead end because they're all locked doors. But that costs me half of my footsteps. Get me down to 23. So we have a room here. That's a dead end. Currently only have a sleeping mask and lockpicks. Well, the workshop's no good. Launder currency. I am curious as to what that is. So we're going to go with the laundry room, because I haven't used the laundry room. allows us to launder currency. Now we'll find out what exactly that means. Probably the table, but I want to check. Just, you know. Laundry services. The service costs 5 and will exchange all of your gems with all of your coins at a 1-to-1 rate. That one costs 5. I don't have it. Exchange all of your keys with all of your gems. That will exchange all of your keys with all of your gold. Don't have money or any of it. Swap gems for gold. Swap keys. Yeah, I have no keys. I have 1 gem, 2 gold. We now know what you can do in here if you happen to have a lot of stuff and need something else. But we know now. Great Hall, 7 locked doors. Oh, you're more likely to draw red rooms. That's a dead end. That's effectively a dead end. We'll take the random room. It's an actual dead end. While drafting, you may spend gems to redraw floor plans up to 8 times. Well, we wrote it down. 9083. It was a lie. Let's see. So, it was in fact a lie. As was expected. We have a key. That's good. Let's see. Is the prince blue? I don't know. I could hold my breath and we'll see if I turn that color. Let's see. Craft, raft, smile, viral, smile, mile, vile, viral, Colk. He's looking for face ace. And the other note, I don't know if it's possible with so little time left, but I need to remember to ask Anne if we can commission new artwork for all the rooms of the house. We need them produced in sets of 2, a pair for each room. Honestly, I have no idea what I'm thinking. I'm likely delusional to think this can be pulled off by Thursday. Well, most of the rooms do have 2. Coat and cot. Oh, he was doing wordplay with those drawings. Okay. And a blueprint. Multiples of those, of course, is called blueprints. It's a pun, you see. "44 letters in the message. Face and ace. Unused pairings. Glove, love. Sling, sing. Crowd, crow. Groan, gown. Snack and sack. Face and ace. 44 letters in the message. 45 is the anteroom, and 46 is where we're trying to get. I will start paying more attention to the things, the words in the rooms, the words on the pictures in the rooms. the broken lever. Now we know the broken lever and the hammer and one more item can be used to make something else, but we weren't able to find what that item might be. Back in the weight room, conference room, north door. Open. This one is a dead end, regardless. Dark room. Spread gems in each green room. That's one, really? One or two rooms, I think. But then at least I'll be able to step back into the conference room and pick them up. That cost me my one gem. We can dig. Well, we don't have the shovel. Unless the shovel just happens to be laying around here. Shovel? Somebody shovel? Anyone got a shovel? I had the shovel. I don't have it anymore. Below. Buried below. Occasionally. Okay, yeah, that's the notes about the shovel. I don't have the shovel. I had it, but I put it in the bank, so it'll be there tomorrow. And I could go... No, it's not the storeroom. Where is it? Alright, which room a lot? Coat check. So I might be able to go back to the coat check and get it there. Are we out of doors? We need a key, I think, right? We needed a key there or a card key there. We have no keys, right? And we do have a key now. Alright, well, heading to the commissary then. This is going to be a hike. Ah, the music. Under these stars the dance is held, and to the floor we are compelled. The gowns glide on, and music swells, and at the end the clock strikes 12. What that means only time can tell. Two remain for one last dance, and spin again around clock hands, and as they turn a second chance to rise above the falling sands, 'tis true time lost in past romance. I laughed, I cried. It changed my life. What was this one? Book request, right. So the next time I come into the library, it'll be wedding. Wait. We're at 12. Hallway. Left turn. Den right turn. We're running out of walkies. Another gold goes away. Stupid. I don't know. Do we have enough to get there? We may not. 1, 2. I think we barely have enough. Not sure if we'll be able to enter the room once we actually get the door open. Up the elevator. 2 rooms. The commissary. Suppose you've got any food, do you? No. So we can open this. Lockpick doesn't work. The Great Hall or the lavatory? Oh, and that... I've got 2 gems. I don't have 3. I can redraw the floor plan. Wire 1 for the rumpus room. If there's a food object in here, the game, that's it. That's what happens. You don't get to do anything in that room. That's the first time I have run out of footsies. Total rooms 39. Rank reached 9. First time for that. Steps taken 100. Items found 4. 6 new rooms. The Baronial Manor, because I got 39 out of the 45 rooms. Save and continue. Let's try again. Hallway. More doors is more options. More options is better. The Nook. It's a key, or the parlor gives us 2 keys. Parlor. But we've got to earn them with our logic puzzle. I read that. Are there 2 messages? No, okay. Yeah, I read both. 1 box is true. At least 1 box is false. All right, what do we got? A box next to this box contains gems. Both boxes next to this box contain gems. That one's probably false. A box next to this box is true. Okay. If that's true, then this is true. So then both boxes would have gems, but this would then be false. A box next to this box contains gems. So if this is true, then this is true, and this has to be false. So this has no gems. But if this is false, then we have no information on that one. Ooh, this one's dicey. The others I've been able to walk through. A box next to this one contains gems. If that's true, then this has gems. And one of these 2 is false. Both boxes contain gems. This will look like a weird question. What's your glasses prescriptions? Blind as a goddamn bat. And I haven't had new glasses for years. So, in short, I don't know. I'm legally blind without the glasses. Last time I had them checked, they were, at least one of them was $24.50, and I think the other was $25.50. That was years ago. So it's currently a really bad prescription for me. I need to get new ones. And I don't know the answer other than the prescription I don't know. They used to be $24.50 and $25.50. Box next to this box is true. If that's true, then there are gems in both. And this one has to be false, so this one doesn't have gems. If this is false, we have no useful information, but one of these is true. This one would have gems. Both boxes would have gems. Need to double check. Does it say only one box has gems? I think it does. Only one box has a prize. The other 2 are always empty. Okay, so this is a lie. The box next to this box is true. No, it's not. We know this is a lie. This is a lie. Then this one is true. So the gems are in here. There we go. Your Honor, -7. Just went to the glasses place the other day and prescription keeps getting worse. Yeah. The weird thing is one of my eyes sees reasonably well close and the other one sees reasonably well far away. Which means realistically I should either be like have one glasses here or then like that, depending on whether I'm looking close or far. We got our gems. There's the foundation. Looks like the foundation really is set in that one place. Billiard room. Spread gems in each green room. Whenever you enter it, gain 2 walkies. So either it's a dead end or that. More keys, I think, from the billiard room. Ah, that's right. This one has gems. This one has keys, I think. All right. 10. I have received 100 messages today. Thank you guys for being chatty. I appreciate it. 3 plus 1 is 4. Times 4 is 16. Two plus 3 is 5. No. 2 plus 2 plus 3. 7. No, I missed that. Okay. 1 plus 3 is 4. Divided by 4 is 1. Okay, I missed that too. My brain is turning into cheese whiz right in front of you. 3 plus 1 is 4. Divided by 4 is 1, but that's not right. Yellow is minuses. Am I missing? Is there another color somewhere? 1 plus 3 is 4. Times 4 is 16. I got it right the first time. Oh, okay, that's right. I got that. Now I see what I did. 2 times 2 is 4. Times 3 is 12. No, it's not. I missed it again. How did I miss that? 10. 4 times 4 is 16. 2 times 2 is 4. Times 3 is 12. I'm missing that somehow. How am I missing that? Divide by 4. 1. Oh, wait, what? Times 4. God damn it, you dope. 16. Oh, yeah, well, I missed this one. 1 plus 2 is 3. Times 2 is 6. Times 3 is 18. I didn't see the one there. 2 times 2 is 4. Times 10 is 40. Divided by 20 is 2. Couple screw-ups. The brain. The blues are added. Then reds are multiplied. No, sorry. Blues are added. Yellows are subtracted. Reds are multiplied. Purples are divided. Sooner or later, they're going to have something hiding back there. I just know it. It's not going to happen. Okay. Nook or the circuit breaker. I think we need Nook. More key. Someone call Einstein. You know, it's commonly held belief that Einstein was bad at math, but no, he was excellent. All right, another key. 100 messages. It'd be at least 30 are yours. I hope so. You've got a quota to hit. Come on, time's running out. Look at the wrist. Closet, corridor, or chapel? Have I mentioned how much I... Haha! The chapel costs gold. Guess what I don't have any of? The answer is gold. Go ahead. I have no gold. Shouldn't you be giving me one? Alms for the poor and all that? The den. The den has a door. The West Wing Hall has a door. The drawing room has a door. It cost me a gem. The den will give me a gem. Let's go with the den. You're not being paid enough? I tell you, whatever it is I'm currently paying, I'm going to double it. Sure worth it. If I could turn into a horror game at some point and something will jump out, that would be kind of a really nice turn. Well, I mean, we've got the room in the foundation here. Foundation's got these 3 doors, and it also has a big hole in the ground and an elevator that will lower you down. But the elevator's sort of up in the air, and it has a switch. So there's got to be some way of getting it to come down so that you can get into it and ride down into the basement. I'm sure there's nothing bad in the basement at all, other than all the dead hobos. Need to find Satan first. Well, he's down there. Down. Come on, that's they teach that in Sunday school. I've heard. We have the garage, a patio, or a storeroom. I think I'm going to go with the patio. No dead end. It's going to spread gems. Find the conference room. You literally fainted in church? Well, clearly. Touched by Satan. I mean, that's just obvious that you're a demon child. No offense. Another gem. Just got to see if, can open the barbecue up. Smoke ring. All right, breaker box. Bedroom. Commissary. Commissary is not a dead area. It has items for sale. I have no gold, but I may come back here. That would be a dead end. That would obviously be a dead end. But what do we have available for later if I have gold? Why, look at that. It's a magnifying lens. Sledgehammer, sleeping mask, running shoes. We have a cot and a coat. Made especially for me. Made double special. That's like the old vending machine they used to have for cigarettes. I'm old. All right, the closet is a dead end. The bedroom is not a dead end. The lavatory is a dead end. The bedroom will give me 2 footsies. 41, 43. That's the picture, I believe, of my character's aunt. That's like a scarf. Aviator and planter? I don't know. Ooh, sleeping mask. The first time you enter each bedroom, gain 5. Don't assume they're going to let me just go out and back in. We'll check in a sec. So that looks like a planter. And I don't know. Aviator, clearly. corridor, utility closet, or secret passage. Costs a gem. Go with the corridor, I think. Gotta keep looking around. Sometimes you find stuff just laying around. Storeroom, security, or closet. Security. That's going to require a gem. I, honest to God, keep expecting the phone to ring. Because of Atomfall. Sometimes there's a food object over here. Nope, just coffee. It's locked. Use one of our keys. Okay, pantry is usable. Darkroom is usable. Furnace is not. It's a dead end. Cannot see floor plans while drafting in that room. Yeah, the dark room. It's a very, very dark room. Locked. We've got one key left. Ever known someone who used a top hat? Or is this not a thing? I have never known anyone to use one unironically. And the occasions when I know someone who had to wear a tux, or I wore a tux, none of us were quite so full of ourselves as to wear a top hat. But then I've never gone to any really, really formal stuff. I've never done white tie, for instance. It would be a bit much on stream, and that's a dead end. An ivory die. While drafting, you may use to re-roll floor plans. Once, presumably. Right, that was a dead end. It's locked. We'll use a key. Never been a Brazilian thing. You have no clue when people stopped using. Oh, unironically, maybe the 30s. No point in re-rolling when I still wouldn't be able to see what was what. It's the kitchen with a banana. Give us three feetsies. Gold? Let's see. There's a passage through there. Guess bedroom be a dead end. The drawing room. No, spare room. Okay, we've got a coat again. And the picture on the wall. Coat and a cot, usually. A coat and a coast. Okay. I wonder if that's a clue to the missing letter. Maybe the letter S applies to pantry or something. She'll look good with a hat. You entered a tangent here. You did. That's fine. No, I have no problem with that. I have a few hats. I used to wear them a lot. Now I think they look a little bit like they're perched on top of my head and they look a little silly. My hats live over here. There's this. for a company I used to work for. There's this one, Pendleton. Quite nice. And this one, I believe, I bought in London. Yeah, at Aquascutum. Not a great fit anymore. My fat head has gotten fatter. Aquascutum, very nice store in London. They just seem like a little bit like they're a little bit too perched on my head, and they make me feel silly. Sillier. Okay. The boudoir will be a dead end. The nursery is definitely a dead end. The gymnasium is not. It's going to cost me 2 footsies, though. But it gets us to the foundation. Take my footsies. We have a plane and a planet. Aha, I figured it out this time. So this is T. The difference between the two. S and T. Have to check something. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N. Okay, that's not. Tried using bucket hats, but your curly hair doesn't hold it, so any wind makes it fly away. That's easy. Just don't go out in the wind. Problem solved. You kids today, you're just not deep thinkers, are you? She's going to reach through the internet and smack my ass. Well, my face. Same thing, basically. Okay, well, we opened the door. So this is the foundation. We do not have the shovel, so we can't dig in the earthy earth. And this, I'm thinking that there must be in another room a special place. Where was it? There was one in like one of the green rooms. I can't remember the name. Where it looked like there was like a receptacle for maybe the broken handle that we have, and you put the handle in and make it go down, and that's the sort of thing that might make this lower to the point here where we could get on and then use the power to lower ourselves down. If it's not, the whole thing isn't a red herring. Dead end. Not a dead end. It's going to require a gem. We're going to use it. We now have 6 stars. We have corn. Cloud, storm, rain. Grain, and rain. So this is a G. I'm assuming that somehow we have what, R, G, and S. 6 stars. 6 stars gets us. Apples are extra delicious today. Well, instead of being 3 food, or 2 food. 2 food for apples. If I can find any apples, those will be worth more. Diamond Miner. The twins. A pair of chests has been added to the... Interesting. So we broke it up into 2. Huh. Yeah, it wasn't laid out like this. It was laid out as Diamond's Miner and the twins. There were 6. Yeah, that doesn't look anything like the 6 stars for the apple. Interesting. The observatory. have a key. No, I don't have a key. I have no keys. Why do I have no keys? I'm sure it's Kimmel's fault. Back to security we go. Yeah. Stealing my health. I suppose we could have had another apple just show up. Alright. Security. Locked. It's okay, we didn't need all that life. All of them walkies. Oh, that's right, we do. We get 5 when we enter a bedroom now. Because we have the sleeping mask. We have 4. Magnifying lens. I don't know what it does. It's the first time we've had it. A wooden brass magnifying glass. Inspect documents of the estate more closely. And if I can find the library, that is. A patio. Patio furniture. Nice Irish guy. Alright, back into the chapel. They're going to take none of my gold. Losers. Glad I spent all 4. Coat check. We have the shovel in there. But that'll be a dead end. The boudoir would not be a dead end. The courtyard would not be a dead end. It's going to cost a gem. That's our best go, I think. We don't have the shovel. We do not have the shovel. All right, this should pass straight on through to the entrance. Possibly not. Utility closet. Bunk room, which counts as 2 bedrooms. That get me a whole bunch of walkies. The drawing room. We draw a new floor plan. I don't have the gems for it. So we have it at a dead end. This counts as 2 bedrooms. I will take the 2 bedrooms. Does that will give me, I think, 10 or 12? Plus 5 and plus 5. There he is again, Gerald. The gerbil? Again, no idea if that's actually a gerbil or not. Doesn't matter to me. Ooh, a couple of gems. Very nice. The movie is Turtles of Vera. No idea if that's a real movie. We have a lot more walkies now. We need a key. The key is what we really need. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles of that time. Yes, I'm sure that's it. Passageway, 2 gems. Lavender, well, either a dead end or the passageway. Passageway takes all of our gems. We need it, because otherwise we only have 1 open available door left. That isn't behind a key. And that's at the entrance hall. So our choices were kind of limited, you know. I smell a locked door. No, not locked. Dead end. Dead end. Laboratory. I have no gems. More likely to draw red rooms while drafting. I don't think we've opened the furnace yet. Well, I'm going to do that, even though this one would give us 10 footsies. Possibly 15 footsies. Actually, 15 footsies is a lot, but I don't think we're going to be able to use them. We're running low on doors. first. So let's go ahead and open this up and get a look at the furnace. Not interesting, gotta say. All right, food for sale. I have no gold, and it costs a gem. Everything is now sort of all wavery, like I was still in the furnace room. The lavatory is another red room. I don't know if I've been in there or not. Let's do the utility closet. There are things we can do here. So, for instance, turn on the dark room, turn off the gymnasium, turn on that. We now know the keycard entry system is a lock when they have no power, so turning it off, well, doesn't generally make sense. Changing the way these things worked? Bear with me for a sec. That's the way it's supposed to be set up. There's a picture of these purples and a red. What it does, I don't know. Danger. Toggling of breaker switches may result in unexpected loss of floor plan functionality. Please call DC Power if you require assistance. VAC indicators. Not sure what VAC is. I mean, HVAC, high volume air conditioning, but that doesn't be, why would that be volume air conditioning? That's what I wanted to leave it at. Weight room, lose half. Oh, great. I have no gems, can't do that. Maid's chamber. Weight room gets us down to 15, huh? We need a key. We need a key. I'm going to reroll. I have one random reroll. I'm going to redraw the floor plan. Storeroom. That's a key. And a dead end. Archives. Aquarium. Private gym. Going to the storeroom. Gold. Key. Gem. Alright, so now what we want to get is back to the observatory. It's going to take a lot of our footsies, our feetses. And we're going to lose our gold. It is. Boy, we're gonna use up almost all of our feetsies. Into the den. gold. We have 1 gem. We have 1 cube. That got us a couple more footsies. Very nice. So let's see. That looks like... I don't know what the hell that is. A lamp? A fountain? I don't know. That's a tiger. Tear. That's a tear. And it's a tiger. So G for this room. Security. And we've got the lights back on in here now. We can check and see if there are any new photographs. Oh, we've got the magnifying glass. Ha. Green memos found in Hartley's room were always false. Before I forget, we'll grab this gem. This is one. We've got the carved heart. Maybe now we can see the initials. 1128. Need to write that down. I think that's the actual combination, I'm guessing, to the safe. Yeah, I would agree. That is a weird name. My guess, they're Borg. I think that's supposed to be the character who's my mom in game. These pictures, the face was clearer. Can't quite tell. No, okay. This is the one that's clearer. Sort of an extra dark line along the hairline. I can't tell if that's like the same woman. I think so. The hair is not just the hairstyle, the hair is different. This one's way curlier hair. $11.28 again. And apples. My uncle. Cinca Company. That's the camera, which is in here too. That's it right there, I think, isn't it? Maybe not. Yeah, it is, I think. All right, now we've got the pictures on the table here. There's nothing. That is... We've got multiple copies. This is like the worst. It was like they were making... Let's him back with the Civca camera. See anything particular? It's close. close-up on the camera. Appear to be anything else in that one. Another picture of the two maids. Wait. Okay. Alright, there's a 10. I can't do a close-up on that. Or on that. Whatever that is. That looks like camping. That is some sort of ticket or something. Or chit. Number 10 on it. No, into the pant. No, that's the wrong way. That's the right way. Into the pantry. Welcome back. I'm about to run out of doors. I did get my magnifying lens. Technically, it's a magnifying glass. For those who aren't familiar, in America, we call them magnifying glasses, or at least we did when I was a kid. And that's sort of the joke, is that I had a character named Lens, and I wrote a blog for about 5 or 6 months on MMOs. And I used Lens and magnifying lens on MMOs. Clever. Maybe not. All right, so again, we've got plane and planet. All right, we're back in the Foundation. We are at 16 feetsies. And now we should be able to unlock this door. We are out of keys. We have a dead end, a not a dead end, and a dead end. We have enough gems. The drawing room. I tried to fall in the elevator hole. Nothing happens. It won't let me. It thinks it's the boss of me. That's a lot of pictures. It's the first time in the drawing room? I don't think so, but I don't remember there being... Yeah, it must be there. I do remember the easel and the picture of my uncle. Horse, lady, guy walking. None of it particularly noteworthy. This is drawing. Each time you click to draw, you'll draw 3 floor plans, right? Explaining the game. As if I didn't understand. As if I were dumb. Right. Alright. Maid's chamber. That's a dead end. Kitchen. Not a dead end. Aquarium. Not a dead end. Both require a gem. Food for sale. I have no money. I can redraw the floor plan. I was going to go with the aquarium because it has... They both have one exit, but this is less likely to be locked because they're more likely to be locked the further north you go. Foundation. Look at that. That's got to be for the elevator. All right, well, this is what I was hoping for, really. I wanted to see. Also over here, we have the compass. Draw floor plans leading north more frequently. Let's see, so the foundation is just 1, 2, 3 away. We've got 18. I'm going to the foundation. 17. 16. 15. Down we go. To the basement? To hell, possible. Storage room? We're in a place we do not know that isn't on the maps. That is 10. That is the coast. A disc. We have a floor plan upgrade disc. Insert into one of the estate terminals to permanently upgrade one of your floor plans. Say what? Where's the security? It's over there. So when we get back up, we'll be able to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to get to security. And permanently unlock a room upgrade. What the bleep? Elevator. I'm going to assume this is not openable. The basement door is locked. That's a security card. That calls the elevator, I assume. There's just no way we don't upgrade a room, even if it costs me a bunch of walkers. Footsies. We're on 15 footsies. So we go east, east, east. Yep, we just head east. 14, 13, 12, 11, 'Insert the disc. Floor plan upgrade program. Press enter. Scanning disk. Oh, it's going to upgrade the boudoir? Seriously? Boudoir data has been found on this upgrade disk. You'll now have the chance to permanently enhance this room to one of 3 different upgraded floor plans. Okay, EBM, I didn't choose that. All right, I want to be really clear. The game chose that, not me. Select a floor plan. 1 gem, 2 dice, or 3 apples. I think the dice is probably better. Rerolls. Is this the upgrade you want? Yes. The floor plan has been successfully upgraded. And what are we at? We got 10 left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, that's it. That's the way we go. We had to do it. We had to see what the upgrade does. Basically, it allows you to add goodies to them. We've got 3 rooms left. 3 footsies. That one's locked. I am not surprised. This one may be locked as well. It's locked as well. We have no keys. We have no nothing. We have no unlocked doors. Yep, it is call it a day time. Couple of newly ID'd rooms. We had 5 red rooms. I only see 4. Oh, aquarium's considered all colors, so that's 5 red rooms. So it's a red villa. Total rooms 28. Rank reached 7. 73 steps. 4 items. 1 new room. Save and continue. Let's play one more day. What do you say? Hey, hey, hey. I'm going to try to sprint straight north and see how far we can get. My standard way in most games is to hug the left wall or hug the right wall, whichever feels correct. So I've been doing that mostly. Let's try a right up the middle plan. Den, billiard room, guest room. Plus 10 footsies. The den splits and gives us a gem. It's a bit of a slow burn, the game. Nook. Storeroom. Hallway. It's interesting, but I could see someone getting bored with it. So we have a stair and star. So I assume this room then stands for I. The storeroom is a dead end. The bedroom, whenever you gain 2. The pantry, going to give me 4 gold and usually has a food item. Let's go with the pantry. We got an apple. Pardon the yawn. Old man yawning. 2. The billiard room is a puzzle. The parlor is a puzzle. The billiard room has the darts, so that gives us keys. The Nook will give us 1 key. Why settle for 1 key when we can get 2 keys? Possibly more stuff. Because I'm going to keep looking. Haven't had anything back there yet, but it's only a matter of time. Alright. We start at 2. 10 plus 2 is 12, plus 8 is 20, minus 3 is 17. Right. 17 minus 6 is 11, minus 4 is 7, minus 5 is 2, times 10 is 20. 4 plus 1 is 5, minus 1 is 4, times 1 is 4, divided by 1 is 4. 2 keys. Storeroom would be a dead end. Bedroom, essentially a dead end. Corridor, not a dead end. Corridor doors are always left unlocked. Like that is a picture of a blueprint. Plane. So that's a plan and a plane. That's an E. At some point I'm going to start writing all these down. Drawing room will require our one and only gem. It's got 2 doors. Back in the drawing room. Parlor, not a dead end. Bedroom, dead end. Nook. Parlor. This one should have 2 gems. Alright, we grab the key. All right. The gems are in a box with a statement. That has no statement. The white box does not have a statement. That is true. This one does not have a statement, which means this one is false. The gems are in the box with a statement. That is false. The gems are in here. I haven't missed one yet. Until now? Oh, still haven't missed one yet. Logic puzzles, guys. It's binary, babe. I apologize for using the word babe. It's locked. How do we feel about that? Unmoved. I'm willing to spend one to go back into the drawing room and then there. The chapel will take one of my gold. My dead body. The kitchen. See, the kitchen now will allow us to get into the room that we couldn't get to from the parlor, unless it's locked. We're going to go ahead and spend a gem. Get into the kitchen. Food for sale. Banana for 3. We don't have enough for the club sandwich or the tomato soup. But the banana for 3. Now, we'll keep our money for now. We can always come back here and get a snack later. We have a tier and a tie, so that's an R. But the blue and the red. Interesting. Somebody's not tidying up after themselves. You're fired! Theoretically, this should get us into the room, the parlor where we were locked out of. Will. We don't have the gems for it to be a passageway. The commissary would be items for sale. The bedroom. Might as well make it the bedroom, because we can't get that one. I don't know if there are any items for sale. There might be. If the magnifying lens glass is still available. Yeah. So this room, you've got a coat and a cot, so that's an A. With, without. Yep, that's the clue. With and without the letter. Coat and cot. Got it. All right. Magnifying glass is available. I liked that one. We're going to buy that. And this is the parlor where the door was previously locked. No, we don't want to walk in. There's no reason for us to go in there. Been in there. Looks like we're heading all the way back to either the entrance hall or the den. We'll go back to the den. Kitchen. Corridor. Back to the billiard room. The pantry. All right, we're back into the den. I want to go back into the entry room or not? No. Storeroom. We have no gems. Spare room or the storeroom? Gotta do it with the spare room. Heck. Spare room. Bedroom is a dead end. Guest bedroom. They are all dead ends. No, it's not a dead end, but it makes the entire building a dead end. In that there's just 2 more rooms we can go to and they are closed off. We don't have a reroll. Okay, this is going to be a short day. assume we're going to see anything here. But we've got the lens. We'll use it. Set of car keys. Well, if we had found the garage... we can't go into the office, so it's the closet or the utility closet. Not going to matter. We've got one more room to go into, and then we're going to be done. It said 2 items. The compass. Draw floor plans leading north more frequently. Yeah, too late for that. This day is just about done. I have failed you all, and I feel shame, lasting and abiding shame. I see no alternative. I must commit Sudoku. Storeroom. Nook, locksmith. I don't think it's going to matter. We'll get the stuff we can, just because we can. We'll weep bitter tears of shame because we suck. Oh, can we even wander around out here? I haven't tried. Can we open the gate? We can't open the gate. That's Mount Holly. Presumably because it's similar looking to Holly Leaf, I'm guessing. We've got more things we can do. I had no idea. They did mention something about the grounds, but I didn't think we could actually go. Okay, this is closed. Nice view. Birdies. Bird bath. Because, man, birds stink. Oh, my God. Wait, what the hell? It's dark, guys. Boo. I hope I didn't scare you too bad. There's a torch. But I don't get, like, a clicky on it. We're here. Clicky anywhere? No. Appears to be a deadish end. Back up. Another bird bath. I don't know what that is. If it was a door, it's been sealed shut. That's not ominous at all. Got lots of keys. Oh, that's closed up. Got another bird bath. There was a picture of a tent for camping. And this is the tree that got cut down that used to have the... "1128. I'm finding more stuff all the time. Oh. The apple orchard has been permanently unlocked and added to your campsite. Starting tomorrow, you'll start each day with an extra 20 footsies. I hadn't poked around outside at all. Hadn't occurred to me until I ran out of life early, or ran out of actually doors early. Got smoke coming up over there. We've got another bird bath. Gardener's Logbook, April 10th, 1992. When I first came on the estate in the capacity of a new groundskeeper, I was a little dismayed to find that my predecessor had kept no notes, no logbook, and no record of any kind regarding the various gardens and green rooms in the house under his care. As a result of this improvidence, in the first few months of my post, I suffered a number of embarrassing professional blunders that I believe could have been avoided with even a few scraps of imparting wisdom from the previous groundsman. To that end, I will make an effort to make some record of my dealings on the estate, inasmuch as it pertains to horticulture and general tomfoolery. Albert Ndugula, groundskeeper. Among my many commissioned duties, I have been tasked with the conservation and oversight of Mount Holly's alluring grounds. The domain stretches from the gate and encompasses the apple orchard, entrance drive, and east yard. Fortunately for my workload, the maintenance of the west grounds has not been a priority since Lady Epson's death and the ensuing closure of the west wing. Nevertheless, I take some pride in my work, so I still endeavor to brush the west path weekly, even if none but myself take notice. In addition to maintaining the grounds, there are 8 green rooms in the house that require some level of upkeep and light groundskeeping. The majority of these, I discovered, are only draftable on the perimeter of the house along the east and west wing. The terrace, patio, veranda, morning room, greenhouse, and secret garden all fall within this category. The soil survey. One of the first tasks I undertook as groundskeeper was to conduct a survey of the various plots of soil underneath each slot on both east and west wings of the house. And while I would have preferred a full survey of all 45 plots of the house, it was clear that the inconvenience such an undertaking would produce was in no way worth the extra data, especially considering the rooms that would benefit from the survey only ever appear in the wings. To quantify soil quality, I measured the soil's capacity to support crop growth and maximize the promise of high yields. The survey ended up taking 2 weeks due to some difficulty reaching the higher ranks, but the project was well worth the effort. As suspected, the room position has a direct relationship to the amount of fruit spread from gardens and the amount of flowers that can bloom in the greenhouse. So the east wing has more better soil, and the west wing has less fertile soil. Smudge pots. A few years ago, the Baron made a long overdue decision to switch from gas lighting to electrical power. The installation of a new system was a substantial undertaking, as almost every room in the house had to be equipped with new fixtures and wiring. Thankfully, these renovations did not extend beyond the mansion's interior, and all the lamps and equipment used outside the house are still connected and powered by gas line, including, but not limited to, the orchard's smudge pots. Smudge pots are found among the apple trees here in the orchard, are a critical necessity thanks to the cold temperatures and the high altitude of the state. The gas-burning, stack heaters prevent frost and should be kept on during the winter months to ensure a daily yield of apples. The smudge pots are not in use. The orchard's gas line should be turned off to conserve resources for the estate's other gas-powered machinery and appliances. Gas line stopcock. After a few months of idleness, I finally have a new cause to champion. I've submitted a request for a change of scenery. Specifically, I would like to replace the statue of Orinda, currently in the cloister, with a much more appropriate angel, Rinna. After all, as beautiful as the statue is, shouldn't the greenery of Mount Holly be governed by the paragon of garden? There's a city in the Bay Area, Orinda. Though amused, I do not think Anne took the request too seriously, though she did humor me and listen to me rave and pontificate on the subject for the better part of our lunch yesterday. And she wonders why I avoid tending the cloister. Truth be told, I've forgotten how to access the inner garth, and am too scared of chastisement to probe for the particulars for a third time. My best rendition, pretty good considering I've only seen Rinna's depiction in the chapel. Right, that's it. sundial. Alright, we've got a smudge pot here. Nothing I can do with it. Stopcock. That would open up. The smudge pots are going. So we should have apples. If I turn the stopcock, I think the smudge pot stop. We also stop getting apple orchard. That turned on. At least one torch in the garden somewhere. The smudge pots are off. Let's turn it back on. So this is where I sleep every night, I guess. The campsite. Due to the rules set forth in your great uncle's will, you're not allowed to stay in the estate overnight. Luckily, however, your scouting skills have been put to good use to fabricate a very respectable off-site sleeping quarters. You may call it a day at any time from the blueprint. Well, the only thing now to see is where the blue flame went. Or came up, I guess I should say. Over there, you can see the blue flame from here. Hey, no stamina meter, I can run all day. Those years spent running cross country in high school. I actually did that for 1 year in high school. That one's burning. Is that one burning? Oh, there's the stop. Yeah, there's the gas. Don't suppose these torches in here are now uplightable. Nope, they're not. I keep wanting to hit space to see if I can jump over them. Spoiler, I think the answer's probably no. Well, in this particular case, it's good that the day was short, so that I tried to run around outside. Oh. Got another pipe here. Maybe if I had the hammer, be able to bust that down. Wait, what was that? Make a wish. Throw in a penny and make a wish. I wish this game would go on forever. Spoiler, it does, Lens. So there probably is more stuff out there, but I have to have some object or have done something to open up that gate. That's my best guess, anyway. Just checking that I haven't, like, missed anything there. Alright, well, I think I need to call it here for the evening. I want to thank you guys for hanging out. As always, I am very appreciative. I should be back tomorrow at my usual time. Pardon the yawn. At my usual time, 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern, middle of the night in Europe, morning in Asia, Australia, and New Zealand. I might start a little early. We're going to play more of this. It's also possible I may get a yen to play this during the day and may, in fact, stream early. Wouldn't that be joyous? Again, thank you all for hanging out. I will be back tomorrow, usual time, or earlier. If earlier, I'll put it on Discord. Anyway, hopefully you'll see me soon. I hope the rest of your evening or day goes awesome. Hopefully you'll see me soon. Said that. Stop repeating yourself. Okay, stop repeating yourself. Okay. And take care, and ciao for now.